Welcome to the Trading Daddies podcast with your host, yours truly, Nico Reyes, just in case y'all forgot, and my awesome co-host, back from the dead, weighing in at 190 pounds, 6 foot something, the boy, the new resident of Idaho, Teflon John.
Oh my God, bro. We were gone for like 3 weeks. Is that right? 2.5 weeks.
2.5 weeks. 2.5 weeks. A lot has transpired in those 2.5 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I've shaved the mustache. I've gotten a haircut.
I got it.
John got a haircut. Right.
Haircut. We moved in to our new residence in Ammon, Idaho. The move was terrible, by the way.
Yeah.
Horrible. About 14, 15-hour drive. Shout out to my neighbor. He helped us out a lot. He helped us drive the truck. And, he was driving a 30-foot truck and he couldn't go past 65. So that's why we took forever to get here. And then plus he helped us unload and all of that. So I'm getting him a nice gift. Which is coming this week. But I'm glad to be alive, bro. Speaking of alive, man.
I was praying to our Lord and Savior, Papa Elon, that you'd be fine.
Bro, like the past 2.5 weeks, obviously a lot of things happened in the market. Tesla Battery Day was somewhat disappointing. A lot of long-term growth on that one. But yeah, we're going to get into that one. That one I want to really dissect piece by piece.
Sure. I mean, we'll definitely do that. That definitely is on the docket. First things first, thank you guys. Although we were gone for like 2.5 weeks, we did see a nice little bump in the listenership. We're in Singapore. We've gotten some Arizonians. Shout out to the Arizonians. We got some Floridians.
Okay.
Shout out to the Florida. We're international because I consider Florida a different country now. You know what I mean? Definitely a different country now. They're a different.
It's its own country because
Florida's own country, dude. They're a different breed. Shout out to the Floridians. You guys are amazing. You guys aren't. There's some stuff that happens. Have you ever Googled Florida man and then enter your birthday? Dude,
I bet something crazy is going to pop up.
Dude, I Googled mine, right? Florida man, April 16th, 1986, right? Florida man bites off own hand and feeds it to dinosaurs.
What kind of news is that?
Dude, it's a Florida man news. It's a thing. So week in review, dude. How was your week?
This week, man.
You finally have internet.
I finally have internet. We got internet Wednesday. Well, I just want to let everyone know, do not trade and drive, okay? Because on the way up here, I saw a few accidents. So I was like, man, that guy's probably trading. It was like minor accidents, right? Like, bumper missing and like probably getting rear-ended by another car. So don't.
It's called a moving stop loss.
Oh, there you go. Do not trade and drive. Very dangerous. So, but anyways, we got internet Wednesday. Finally, I was able to trade. With my laptop, both of my screens up. The office is fully set up. TV set up. The reason I have a TV behind me is because now I can watch the news. I can stream the news 24/7 now.
Nice.
Overall, my week, we did suffer a huge loss yesterday. It was about a 3.5 grand loss, and overall for the week, I'm still up 2 grand. But see, the thing is, we had a great momentum going into Friday, and then Thursday night happened.
God damn it!
Right. So it was irritating because like the chart was set up perfectly, like what could happen. Like the fail rate was like probably 10%. I don't know. And then the underdog came out of the woodworks. Thursday night,
Right.
Trump decides to like get COVID, and obviously that affected the entire financial market. Futures were down as much as 2.5%. As soon as it dropped, and it escalated over, to Friday. Tech stocks being down, as much as 3.5%. And in current events, an hour ago, folks are saying that he's up and running. He's fine.
So, so let's talk about the marketplace implications for all of this. Let's talk about that.
We'll get into that. But how was your week?
Dude. All right. So my week was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Right. Yeah. We've suffered a lot of ups and downs and roller coasters. We're gonna talk about like how the whole battery day thing happened. Mm-hmm. I mean, we made some plays. Overall, I am up like 1,200 for the week.
Okay.
Right. I was supposed to be up 4,000 for the week.
Yeah.
But Friday happened. So, and I mean, the plays were solid, dude. The plays were definitely solid.
Oh, yeah.
CRM was popping up. Pepsi, although they beat the earnings, right? They beat earnings on Pepsi, but Friday happened. Yeah. Right? Dude, Thursday, we were up on Tesla. We finally hit the price. We finally hit our average price for Tesla, and we were zooming like we were making bread.
Yeah, Tesla, right? At what, it hit like 450, 448, 450.
Something crazy like that, right? My average price is like 431, I believe.
Yeah,
somewhere around there, and to see it go dip down to like 408 yesterday, bro, dude. We've seen some fat losses. Even Apple was down.
Yeah. Yesterday, I spent the entire day at Yellowstone Park. It was beautiful, by the way.
Oh, dude. I
had no cell signal, and I was just shooting, content for Instagram, right? And a few of you guys know we do have the Trading Daddies Instagram. And if you guys saw the videos, they were hilarious, but I'll tell you guys a story. When I was shooting the videos, my wife was like, "Who are you talking to? Like, there's no cell service here." Because I kept like recording myself. What up, Trading Daddies?
Well, so John sends me a picture of waterfalls, right? I guess like a lake in the waterfalls. He sends me this picture. Right? Sends me this video. I'm like, the fuck is that? Is that nature?
Yeah. And it was beautiful. First of all,
gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
It was an hour and a half, 2-hour drive from where we live right now, and the drive itself was just pretty because it was, it was nature. It was like there was a lot of flat lands at first, but when you get to Montana, that's when it gets like there's a bunch of mountains. Obviously, you're getting a bunch of mountains. And then once you get to Yellowstone, it's flat again, right? Fresh air, it was like in the 72s, packed, okay? Lots of visitors and tourists watching the Old Faithful.
Mm-hmm.
Just want to let you know, Old Faithful is actually on time, always on time. It blows up. Well, I don't want to say it blows up. It shoots up every 45 minutes. Like clockwork.
Really?
Right, yeah.
Like clockwork.
No, for real. So we were waiting there, and then it starts spewing out, right? And we're like, what the heck? I wish the market was like that. Clockwork.
I wish Tesla was like that.
I wish Tesla was like that, too. So overall, it was a great event. Had to spend time with the kids, the family, my relatives. But yeah, I highly recommend, folks to come out and visit. I heard that when it's time to a good time to visit is like around this time, September, October.
You guys get snow up there?
Yeah.
You guys do? Okay.
We're going to talk about that too, because I've never experienced, Idaho winter, and I heard sometimes it's brutal.
I mean, any place that snows in the wintertime. I mean, I've lived in Denver.
There you go.
For a few years.
Yeah.
And the kids get a kick out of it. Like I love it. I loved it as a kid. Like, playing around in the snow, making snowballs, making forts. Dude, like awesome childhood when you grow up with snow. I'm pretty sure people who have grown up in snow could definitely tell you some stories about things that they've done. And it brings the kids around. Like if you're afraid of your kids not being able to play outside, I mean, live somewhere where there's snow.
My kids. Also, I just want to let everyone know. I think I showed you guys a video of my backyard. It's like half of.
That's not a backyard, bro. That's a park,
bro. It's half of an acre. Like,
dude, it's you.
My girls, like my kids, they're running around. They're always tired. They're like, "Daddy, like I'm tired. I want to go take a nap." Good, take a nap.
Good. Take a nap. I've accomplished so much now.
I know, and they love the backyard, and I can't imagine, when it's winter season and like I'll take pictures. I'll show you guys. It's gonna be beautiful.
I'm happy that you guys are settling in properly and you guys are happy out there. I mean, get out of California, you know what I mean?
And I know, dude, Napa is on fire again.
Again.
And you know that famous castle, that winery?
Yeah, Castello de Amoroso.
Bro, I still have 2 bottles of their wine.
They're good.
They're baby making wines, bro. Like,
dude, yeah. You bust that on the second date. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh, you better get a that's the starter kit, right? Like a Castello wine. A Castello wine and Castello wine, some candles, and no. It's a starter kit.
It's what sucks about it is because my wife showed a video of the castle burning, right? And her and I, we had one of our first few dates. We spent time there, and that was when we found out that that shit got serious.
Ooh.
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 And then we're like, we're gonna take this to the next level, all right? We're gonna take this to the next level.
I think what it is, like you take somebody to the castle, it's kind of like it's a serious thing. You don't
it's a serious thing.
To the castle.
Serious thing, yeah. And we also did the train tour. I forgot the name of it, but there's like a I forgot the name of it. But anyways, there's a train that takes you to all the wineries.
Oh yeah, the Napa wine train.
There you go. Yeah. Had a nice lunch, and that was when we're like, all right, so what do you want to do? You want to take this seriously?
Ooh.
I paid, obviously.
Oh,
that day, I remember my wallet.
You have to. I think the thing we were talking about this the other day, right? We were talking about how so my son's birthday passed this past Wednesday. Right. And then John was like, what are you guys doing? I'm like, we're going to take him to Limo's farm. He had a good time. Took him to Limo's farm. And John goes, yeah, I've taken a girl there once. I forgot my wallet. And I'm like,
all right. My wife's not listening to the
and I'm like, dude, like, I mean, the first couple of dates, if you forget your wallet, that's kind of okay. Like you're kind of testing the waters there, right?
Like, guys, come on now. Like if you've ever taken a chick to a date, and if you offer to pay and she does not even take half,
deal breaker.
Deal breaker. No second dates. Nope. Don't even give her a call. Delete her on Instagram. Take her off Snapchat.
Not at all. Maybe that's why the chicken tenders girl never called me back. Because I did forget. You know what? That's the reason why she didn't call me back.
True.
Very true. No, that's very true. That's very true.
Like, you all know, like, if the girl on the first date does not offer at least half.
At least. No, that's nope. Not at all.
If she expects you to pay,
No, I mean, here's a rule of thumb though. The rule of thumb that I've always had is like, never go balls to the wall on the first date. Like, you don't need to. You don't need to like roll out the red carpet on the first date.
Candlelight dinner. You don't need,
No,
you know,
unnecessary.
Chris, first date
No,
dinner.
unnecessary. You know why? Because the expectations get bigger and bigger from there. Like you go top tier, good. Say goodbye to McDonald's. You know,
what are you going to offer the following week?
Yeah, right. Let's say, for example, you go to Ruth Chris. What's next? Mastro's? Hell no. You tripping. On a 19-year-old budget?
Yeah.
It just keeps on going higher and higher. What's next? Brunch? We're going to take a brunch. Half Moon Bay every week? No, get out of here. No. Get out of here. No. No. Hell no. You tripping. No. That's why you guys ramp up. I mean, for our younger listeners, right? If you like a girl, if you fancy a chick, right? You always go bottom up, right? Bottom up, because you always want to be
McDonald's first date.
Yeah, McDonald's first date. You know what? You know why? Because for me, right? For me, and this goes for guys too. This goes both ways, right? If you like somebody and the person is a little bit too high maintenance, then the expectations are going to be way too high, right? Because you want to be able to grow the person. So if you start your date in a very simple manner, right, the expectations go up together, right? Go up together. That's the way I've always done it. Like if I go out on a first date and the girl doesn't call me back because I took her somewhere cheap, then no, it's not for you, dude.
She didn't want you in the first place.
Yeah, she didn't want you in the first place. She was there for a good meal. Coincidentally, I've done that. Right? I'm also the culprit in this. Like if, for example, I decide, hey, I want to go somewhere. You're paying. You asked me out. You're paying, right? So.
You know what? Trading like dating 101.
I guess trading and dating 101. Start small.
No, let's not talk about trading right now. Dating 101. It's like we're in modern times now, okay? There has to be somewhat of a formal agreement. Oh, like you're taking me out? Does that mean you're paying?
No, there has to be. No, rules, like ground rules. Ground rules need to be explained at all times. A perfect partnership always has mutual agreements. Right? Say, for example, marriages. That's what it is. Marriages are always two-way streets. You always have to meet in the middle. Right?
That's why we're called trading daddies.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, right? Because you want to be able to not just find like a wife, you want to find a partner for life. And if you're not on the same page and you're not growing together and somebody's up here and you're down here, and you're not just, and you're constantly clashing, right? Don't expect to be in that relationship for long. Because I've been there.
Damn.
I've been in where the expectations were so high and I wasn't willing to live beyond my means. And it ended. It ended horribly.
Damn.
It ended horribly. And ended horribly to where I was being blamed for it. And that person was like, all right, I'm going to leave. And I'm like, all right, cool. Let me help you pack. The fuck out of here. How is this my fault?
You know that Pocahontas meme? Bye, Felicia. With her arms. Bye, Felicia.
If you do some finagling, don't blame the other person fully for everything. Just, have some common sense. Like, you know what I mean? So,
well, tying this back to trading, if you guys are interested in investing, like, let's say on dating sites and, whatever, MTCH, Match.com, is actually a solid stock. So if you guys
it
do
is.
Tinder, Snapchat, or whatever, farmboy101.com, or like match.com is where it's at. And I've traded it plenty of times.
It's the primo service. You know why? You know why I think they're the primo service and why their stock is good? Because people pay.
Yeah. And that's what I don't get.
It's a subscription service. Like you don't get how you have to pay for a match.
Explain that to me.
So, I guess if you pay for a service, right, the company you're paying for to match you is more inclined to do so.
And it's all algorithm.
It's all algorithm.
Data.
It's all data. It's all data, right? So essentially, they're not really selling you a date; they're selling you your data.
That's messed up. That's messed up.
But with any company, though, right? With any company, though, like I mean, if you use Tinder, if you use Bumble, you use any type of dating site,
a lot of people
Facebook
go through Facebook, and they meet through Facebook, and then they end up, getting married happily ever after.
Yeah, but what I don't get is like the super niche ones. Like the very specific ones, like farmers only. Like I have to be a farmer. Like, do I have to be a farmer in order for me to join farmers only?
Oh, man.
What if you're a farmer's insurance agent? Can you join farmers only? There's some loopholes here. Like, do you have to be a specific type of farmer? Can you only farm grain? Or can you also farm livestock? To anybody who's on farmers only, please let me know.
Hey, if we get a listener from Idaho, I'll let you know.
Oh, dude, I'm pretty sure farmers only membership in Idaho is fairly high.
Hi, bro.
Like, what if they have an even more specific niche, like potato farmers only?
Oh
my .com.
My neighbor actually, he gave my neighborhood is so they're all friendly, right? And the funny thing is, like 5 of them within our street alone are actually from California. Okay.
Oh wow!
And our front neighbor, he gave me a tour of his backyard. His backyard's huge, probably the same size as ours, half an acre. He plants a whole lot of different stuff like prunes, potatoes, carrots, raspberry, apples, peaches, strawberries, like the entire farm, right? And he's a retired veteran, and I should direct him to farmersonly.com.
You should.
Because he's
all farmers only. You know what? All farms matter. All farms.
I cannot. I can't believe you just said that. Since we're talking about data, these dating sites, they collect your data. I can't believe you just said that. No farmers left behind.
No farmers left behind because all farms matter.
Anyways, since we're talking about data, that joke is so funny because I live in an area where majority of it is farmers. Man,
take 5 minutes, bro.
So let's tie this back to the stock market. Since these companies are collecting all the data, it's gonna, who's the king of data is Facebook, and we're back to Facebook. We're also going to talk about the company that IPO'd recently, PLTR. Okay.
Yep.
And they're completely tied with Facebook. And yes, I am a current shareholder of PLTR. They've actually been around for how long? Like 15
years. It's actually started by Peter Thiel.
Yeah.
Who was one of the first investors of Facebook, not inventors, but investors of Facebook.
And
so this past 2 weeks, actually, we've seen a few data IPOs, like a lot of data IPOs.
Right.
A lot of data IPOs. Snow came out.
Snow.
Right. Asana came out.
Yep.
Right. Palantir came out. Right. I mean, Unity came out. They're not data. They're more of like game engineering. But Palantir, though, like if we're going to talk about Palantir, let's talk about what they do.
Break it down, please.
Yeah. Right. Palantir is a company that's in the cusp of major transformative radio dishes that have both commercial and military. No. So Palantir is a data site that handles a lot of government contracts.
CIA,
and yeah, their biggest clients are all government agencies, and they run the software for them, and they're very secretive. There's not a whole lot that is said. So most of their revenue comes from government contracts. Just to talk about those government contracts, they were just awarded a $350 million contract this past Friday. So we've seen two different types of IPOs this past 2 weeks, right? The first one was the Snow IPO, which went through the traditional IPO process.
Actually, explain that. Go ahead.
The traditional IPO process, they go through the banks,
yep,
in order to drop their stock, and there's a lot of haggling that happens behind the scenes. There's a lot of the price needs to be this, the price needs to be that. People bid up, people bid down, and for the people that have gone through certain IPOs, because initially when I first started investing or first started playing with the market, right, I thought that IPOs were like the best thing on earth, because we've seen companies go from $15 a share all the way to $75 on an IPO. We've seen that, right? But what happens is a lot of the companies that do IPO, they have not insider trading. I want to say insider trading, but because of the pop of the stocks, they are allowed to sell their shares.
Yep.
So people liquidate at the start.
Yep.
That's what happens more often than not. And I've been burned a few times with IPOs. The only IPO that was like super successful for the team was Rocket, right? But Palantir and Asana, they did direct listings. They released the stocks at the price that they said that they were going to. So that's why Palantir has so much hype around it. It's still released at $10, and I know I bought 300.
I'm currently long 600 shares.
Yeah,
and
because there's so much that they haven't told us yet. I know it's kind of speculative. I get it, right? I know we're not supposed to be that speculative, but the market is right now, and it's where in its purest form is a speculative thing. And I believe that Palantir has so much more room to grow, especially once they start reporting actual revenue. Right? The more that they release their information and the more that they give us what they actually do, the more people will be super excited about it. Can you imagine? You're $10 a share, right? And your company valuation is $21 billion.
That's
a lot.
Yeah, that's that means they have a lot of shares outstanding, meaning they have a lot of shares floating around, for the public to buy or sell. But I was reading an article about the company, how when they were private, this one guy who retired from the company waited 13 years? 13 years for him to be able to sell his shares.
Their corporate structure, their corporate governance is actually very tight-lipped. It's not only is it just secretive, like as I said earlier, but there's so many rules that they need to abide by if you're part of that, of part of that management group. And there's certain rules that in order for you to sell, you have to meet this criteria. some crazy thing like that. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, they know what they're doing, right? So, other IPOs that are dropping, Playboy.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, dude! I haven't read a Playboy
Man,
in.
R.I.P. to Hugh Hefner, man.
I know he was a legend, dude.
Yeah.
What was the last time I read a Playboy?
I don't know, man.
When was the last? I don't remember reading it. I mean, I guess the last time I actually saw one was when I was like 19.
Nudie mags.
Nudie mag. That's the last time I saw a Playboy was like 19. I was 19 years old because, like, dude, when that time it was like 04 or 05, right? Even 06, I think. And we didn't have the hub yet, right? So you can't just open your phone and there it is, right? You have to wait, you have to wait for the image to go. So,
and then if someone picks up the phone, that's it. You're done.
Right, yeah, pixelated all the hell no. So I'm gonna go to a store that has it, right? And then that's the last time I remember one time I got caught with one. So I ever saw a Playboy. I think I was 6 or 7.
Mm-hmm.
I opened up somebody's closet. I'm not going to say who. I opened up somebody's closet in the Philippines. And it was a stack yay high.
Damn.
And I was like, wow. You could collect these?
Yeah.
I didn't know these were collections.
Worldwide brand. I mean, they're well known, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember the first time I ever got caught, it was in my backpack. Somebody was cleaning my backpack. I'm not going to name no names. And they were like, what is this? What is this?
With a thick Filipino accent.
And I'm like, I like the articles. I think Miss October has a law degree. And she likes long walks on the beach. She has 2 schnauzers named Coco and Puff Puff. And they're like, why is the middle page sticky?
Oh God.
It came like that?
Because it's old.
I mean, dude, at that age, you pass it around between your friends.
Oh.
Bro, dude, all right. Growing up in Manila, in a Catholic boys' school, when one of your friends, like, I mean, we're all dudes, right? We're all dudes in the Catholic boys' school. And when somebody comes in with one, it's the talk of the town. You try your best to get your hands on it. And I'm telling you, the magazine got passed around for a good 2 months.
Jesus.
So everybody had a turn. There was a calendar involved.
And some pages were ripped?
Some pages were ripped. It would suck because if you gotten that magazine on the 30th of the month, you were stuck with just the cover.
Oh God.
And dude, there was a system. There was an actual political system that happens here, right? So somebody would bring it. Somebody would bring the magazine and wave it around like, yeah, look what I have, right? Because in an all boys school, you want to be top dog, right? That's just the way it is. You just want to be top dog, and you wave it around, right? And everybody's like, oh shit, let me see that. So we would all look, right? We all look, and just like everybody's like, oh, right? And then the class president goes, let's start a calendar. So we put our names in the hat. We marked the fucking calendar. And I drew day number 10. I was good. But I got caught. You
guys really passed that magazine around?
Dude, ask Ask anybody who went to Catholic boys' school in the Philippines. If one of your friends comes in there with a magazine, it's curtains. It's the news for the longest time. There's even a scenario where the next class behind us found out and were threatening to tell our teacher if they didn't get their turn. It's a thing. It's a thing. Bro, it's a thing, dude. Before the invention of digital hubs, bro, that was a thing, dude. That was a thing.
This is all before Facebook, Match.com, Farmers Meet, you know.
Before OnlyFans?
OnlyFans.
Right? Before that shit? That site I don't get. That site I don't understand.
These damn OnlyFans sites, like sometimes they charge like $59 a month. I'm like,
I don't get it. I get some type of exclusivity. I just don't understand it.
Like, you're gonna compare yourself to Chewy? Come on, man. No.
I'd rather feed my dog.
4 of them.
I'd rather feed 4 of my dogs. All right, so let's talk about some transparency, bro.
Oh, okay. So, to all of our listeners and viewers, we were gone for 2.5 weeks, and if you guys follow our Instagram page, we do post, daily content. I do post daily trades and updates and positions, but this does not mean that if I don't post anything, that means I'm losing or winning or whatever, right? So there was a whole controversy about me posting, a loss yesterday, right? Like a few folks hit me up and said, "Hey, like, why would you post this?" Like, what I'm trying to tell the folks, our listeners, our viewers, when it comes to trading, not every day is swell. Not every day is like a good day. We're all human, right? We're all human beings. We make mistakes. It's how you recover from it and how you get it back is all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, granted, I took a $3,000 loss yesterday, but I was still up $2,000 for the week. That's like someone's 2-week paycheck right there.
Yeah. It's not all roses. I mean,
yeah,
we do that.
You get I get backlash from posting wins, and I get backlash from posting losses. Because when I was posting wins, like, bro, in the past month, we killed it, right? September was a great month. August was a great month. Spooktober, which is what we're going to be talking about, looks like is going to be a choppy month. It is already. But going back to transparency, like, what we're trying to tell, our viewers and our listeners, we're all human beings. Yes, I'll post winners. I'll post, losers, because we want to let our viewers know that trading is like this, like up and down, up and down, up and down. It just does not shoot up like a rocket, right? Yes, you can make money when it comes to trading. You can also lose money.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's two sides to that. Okay, and I was just kind of disappointed to the ones that told me, "Hey, like, why would you even post losers?" Right? And it made me think, right? I'm like, well, why not? If people are asking for pointers when it comes to trading, they have to expect some losers. They have to see some losers, right?
Mm-hmm.
In reality, trading is a very psychological, mental game, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have to be top notch, and you have to be like laser focused every single day. And for you to be laser focused every single day, who are you, Superman?
we're not quants.
Are you a robot? Like,
we're not a hedge fund quant. We're also not trying to sell you anything. Like not in terms of like
is income.
Exactly. We're not trying to sell you a course
right?
here. We're you know what I mean? We're not saying that you could join the Discord and you have to pay X amount in order to get to a different Discord. No, we're saying that in trading, we will see some wins for sure because most of our plays are team plays, and we like to share what we're doing, right? So that if people want to ride the wave and we all win. But if we lose, right, it comes with the game.
Only real traders and investors know that when it comes to the stock market, it's up and down. It's not just a straight shot, moonshot, right? So shout out to the ones who replied to me and sent me a message saying, hey, thank you for posting losers. You're only a human being and such and such. We know Friday was a terrible day. But my other, one of my other accounts, which is all dividend rates, REITs, right? All real estate investment trusts. It was green. It was up $300-$400 on a very red day. I didn't post that.
No.
I didn't post that. Who cares, right? Tech was down 3%, but one of my accounts was up $400. It's a 25 grand account. Granted, it didn't take a hit at all, right? So I just want to let everyone know that, hey, that's trading. That's life right there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you have to be mindful too. Like tech was down Friday, right? Tech was down Friday. REITs were up on Friday, and those are sector plays.
Yeah.
So in order for you to catch those, like we're not financial gurus whatsoever. We trade with trends.
Mm-hmm.
We trade with technical analysis. If we see something that's going up, we look at the chart first in order for us to determine whether it's a good play or not. We don't play, we find a sector. Yeah, we get lucky looking for sectors. That's why we trade with the Discord channel, because they could see a sector that we're not looking at and alert us to it. Thank you for the people that do, right? And we could catch certain plays together. And that's the general idea of it. You don't have to go through it alone, right? You don't have to buy a $700 course in order for you to be successful. Because if you buy that $700 course or wherever you're going to buy it, expect to lose some money, dude.
Yeah.
Right there. And like, dude, you've already lost $700 by buying the course.
And you know what's hilarious? Because like all of these courses are all over the internet, right? They're spamming you. Oh, buy my, $1,000 course and then I'll make you money. What about the other side of the fence when you start losing money?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because again, trading is not like a moonshot. Nope. If they're telling you that, oh, I'm going to make you money, that's where it stops.
Exactly. So when people say stocks only go up, yeah, they do eventually. Right? If you're into a position, you're holding it long, eventually they will go up, especially if you're invested in blue chip companies, they will go up, right? But why? So the other side of that coin is, why do people say buy the dip? Because they do. They do, right? Good traders have good positions, right? Great traders are super excited when the market tanks. You know why? Because it's discount time. Right? Imagine Tesla, for example. We clearly messed that up. I'm just going to say it out loud. We messed that up, right? Because we were so hyped and we were expecting Tesla to go up even higher.
Yeah, for Battery Day, so much hype was built around it, right? But when they actually, Elon Musk announced, all the things that we're going to be looking into, types of cars. Like he was trying to deliver how many millions of cars per year projected?
5 mil, I think, by 2024 or something like that.
Yeah, which is astronomical, right?
Yeah,
and I really think it's doable.
It's doable, dude. It's doable. It's doable. This quarter alone, he sent out what, 139,000,
mm-hmm.
and China Model 3 pre-orders are going
crazy,
right off the Richter.
Yeah, because the price they somewhat lowered the price. Tesla lowered the price in China, and pre-orders were just skyrocketing.
Out of the spirit of transparency, I messed up that call option. I'm just going to tell you guys right now what happened. So I had like a very solid call option, right? 410 was just up to the anticipation of battery day. Monday morning, I was up around $3,000 on that trade. Right? $3,000 on that trade. Now, because of battery day, it took me a while to recover. I even sold it at a loss. I sold it under $1,000 of value because I held it too long. Right? And it happens. Your greed is going to get the best of you more often than not.
Very true.
If you're not a disciplined trader, clearly I was not disciplined at that time. And my expectations were, I was so bullish on Tesla and it was just going to go through the roof. And I was expecting the news because the news to me was amazing.
Yeah.
Right? The news to me was a way for him. To me, this is what I got. You could tell me what your thoughts were of Battery Day, but Battery Day to me was an amazing event. Can you imagine being able to revolutionize the way that you power your vehicles?
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine creating more factories in order for you to meet demand? So something's happening here.
Dude, creates jobs, creates a whole lot of things.
A whole new sector.
Yeah.
Right? And we're not even talking about how Tesla is also in the electricity for your home department. Right?
Clean energy.
Clean energy, right? So in the event that, the Democrats win this, there's going to be the clean energy revolution is coming. You guys better be prepared for that. I'm sorry.
Let me add on to that. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, go
ahead. Gavin Newsom, just recently signed a bill. What was it? Banning gas-powered vehicles. I think, what year was it? 2035?
2035.
Right.
So he's banning the sale of brand new gas-powered vehicles by 2035. You could still buy them.
Yeah.
Used.
So meaning,
but moving forward, no more gas.
Right. That's only in the state of California. It's not, throughout the nation, right? But what I'm trying to say here is that the state of California is obviously a blue state. Okay. We're not going to get into politics here, but just imagine, how many people live in California, first of all?
I don't, off the top of my head, a lot. So right. I don't know the exact number, but
but state of California has what, compared to GDP, you can compare them to the size of some country in Europe, where
its own country.
California's economy is so strong that it can be its own country. Okay. And for Gavin Newsom to release that type of news, what does that tell you? That, out in the future, 15 years from now, he's betting on that EVs will somewhat take over eventually.
Yeah.
Right. And other companies like GM, Toyota, Honda, you name it, Volkswagen, Mercedes, BMW, all the car companies, eventually they have to adapt in order to survive, because California is such a strong, a humongous and overly populated state.
We kind of influence the rest of the country.
It will make an influence to the other states. Granted, if they say yes or not, whatever, right? But we're talking about California here, okay? And I live in Idaho, whatever. But Californians are so influential that I think other states will catch on to it. Who knows? 20 years from now, there might not be any gas-powered vehicles.
Yeah, it could be slowly tapering off. I mean, we see that renewable energy is dude, just the fires alone in California and the changes in the climate. We need to start, heal the world. You know what I mean? Like, make it a better place. You know what I mean?
R.I.P.
R.I.P. for you. I mean, I'm not gonna go. But we do need to. If we're trying to leave our future children a planet to live in, right? We need to start healing it now. And I feel like this is a step in the right direction. And for people who sold off after Battery Day, thank you, because I bought more after, right? But that's what I meant by buying the dip, is like there's going to be news, and stocks don't always just keep zooming up. There will be some news that will make your positions dip a little bit lower. But what you do is you average down. So for example, John, you want to talk about how your averages are?
Yeah. So with Tesla, I think my average is around 440 ish right now, even though on TD Ameritrade it's telling me otherwise. But on Thinkorswim it's like 441, I think, because I added 30 more shares. So all in all, I have 100 shares of Tesla. And guess what? Their earnings is the 21st of this month.
Earnings on the 21st?
That's going to be another hype play right there.
Fire up your calls. Go ahead. I'm gonna talk about that in a bit. Go ahead.
Yeah. So when it comes to dollar cost averaging, you don't want to go all in on the first try, right? On the first buy, because there's always other opportunities. You can buy tomorrow, you can buy next week, you can buy next year, whatever, right? In your mind, if you value Tesla at 400-ish, then buy it at 400-ish.
Mm-hmm.
In your mind, if you think Tesla will come down at 350, then wait 350, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, to me, like what we spoke about, with the whole California, shifting into EVs eventually in 15 years from now, what does that tell me? In my investor mind, and I'm putting on my investor hat, I think Tesla has a huge, position, and, they're the leaders in the market right now. And just what a better time to invest. And again, there's a difference between investing and there's a difference between, trading, right? Investing is when you don't even look at it, for the next short months, right? You look at it in years. So 15 years from now, by God, we're going to be in our 50s, whatever. Or, God, I'm going to be 48, 49. Hopefully I'll be retired.
Yeah.
And our kids are going to be doing our pod.
Yeah.
Imagine Teddy doing
Teddy and Tyler, bro.
Trading Daddies 2 or 3 or whatever. And Tyler, yeah. But anyways, shifting back to investing, I'm so excited to meet 15 years from now myself saying, "Hey, John, great job," pat on the back or shake hand or whatever, my future self, right? Great job in investing in Tesla, because 15 years ago, it was dirt cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are myself. What I'm telling, you, and our listeners and our viewers, if the news is out there and it's telling us that, hey, gas powered vehicles are going to be, a thing in the past, start investing,
What are you waiting for? Right. Even like, while
we're young.
Yeah, exactly. Let's take Friday, for example, right? If we're going to talk about one single stock that really took a dip and took a hit, was Tesla.
8%.
Friday news came down, right? Went down to like 408 to 407. If you didn't buy then, or if you're expecting a dip and you're being patient by Monday and you're going to buy on Monday when it's at its lowest, good on you. Because I feel that it's a worthy investment. I might find a way to do it. You know what I mean? And let's talk about Friday, right? I mean, the president's in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of senators now have the Rona.
Yep.
Right? Chris Christie just reported that he has the Rona.
A lot of the presidential aide, House staff,
all of them, the White House, right? And that right there is a catalyst for uncertainty. When there's a catalyst for uncertainty, you're looking at three different stocks, 3 different ETFs, right? The SQQQ, UVXY, and the VIX. If those are up, expect your long positions to be down, right? And that's what we saw. That's what we definitely saw this past Friday. All of our long positions got demolished.
Yeah. All techs.
Just demolished. All of it. All of it. S&P 500 was slow and steady. It was choppy, but it ended.
It was like, it was all right.
Dow too. But tech in general was just down.
Yeah, tech was demolished.
Right? Unless you got into Zoom. Zoom moved up another fucking 20 points. I'm sorry for my French, but it moved up 20 points because they think that the vice presidential debate's going to be on Zoom.
Speaking of the VP debate, it is this Wednesday, after hours, right? I think 6 p.m. again.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about that real quick. So, since it's upcoming, right? Let's plan for it. We saw what happened last week in the shit show that happened, and I think it was like I can't even describe it. I can't describe it. It's like a rap battle.
So for the people who actually watch like the markets, because I have it on all the time. I have it on my computer, right? I'm watching the debates behind me, and I have it on my computer here. And every time Joe Biden would call him a clown, the market would pump. The market would pump. Like, he told him to shut up. The market spiked. And then when Donnie would interrupt, the market would go dip.
And you know what's comical about it is that, like, these two candidates have a big influence on the market, right? Mm-hmm. Because once first of all, futures were up almost, I think 1.82%, right? It was up high, green. And we're like, oh yeah, Thursday it's gonna be a good day.
Wednesday.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Wednesday's gonna be a good day. And once the debate was over, guess what happened? It tanked.
All toilet.
So what we're trying to say here is that this Wednesday, most likely it's going to be the same exact scenario here. Mm-hmm. It's going to be up and down, up and down. So I'm going to try my best to not hold any long position because of the uncertainty. So I'm going to keep my trades small Tuesday going into or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday because of the debate. So
that makes sense. Yeah. That makes sense. The volatility is going to be the theme for the next 30 days. I mean, until even after the election, because if the Democrats win, there's going to be a contested election. We're going to have to go through a recount, and that's another level of uncertainty until the inauguration. Exactly. We still don't have a vaccine.
No.
So
no. Hold on.
Are we going to talk about the cocktail?
So a couple hours ago, the media is telling us that Trump is like doing well because he took the Regeneron's cocktail and Gilead's vaccine. I can't even pronounce.
Remdesivir.
Yeah, I have a position for with Gilead, by the way, Gilead, and I have 100 something shares, and they pay dividends, so they pay well. That's the reason I have a position. So I really do think that, just in my personal opinion, he has the vaccine.
We're going there again.
We're going there again. Bro.
Load up your Pfizer calls, guys. Yeah, you know what?
Because who gets sick, Thursday night and feels better Saturday morning?
They're even saying that he was already sick Wednesday morning. So he brought the virus to the debate.
But they said Biden was fine, though. They tested Biden.
Biden's fine. Yeah. Thankfully, he's okay. But can you imagine going to the debate? Because the timeline's weird. In order for the virus takes 2 weeks, right? The virus takes probably like a week to 2 weeks before it goes away, even if you have the mildest of symptoms. Right? When I had it back in March, I had very mild symptoms. It wasn't, and it was gone within a week. Right? But still, I had fear that I infected people because I live in pretty close quarters. You know what I mean? But a vaccine, even if you get a vaccine, like if you already have the virus, you get the vaccine. It's not instantaneous. right? So he would have probably gotten infected. My timeline is if the vaccine is here, right? If he would have gotten infected, they already knew about it. They gave him the vaccine, and now he's fine.
You know what irritates me?
What?
I think this was just all a pump job. He basically controlled the market, right? And Thursday night we're going into Friday like gun ho. It was completely like nicely set up, right? The market was hammering.
It's been a beautiful week.
Thursday. Oh yeah, we would have had a killer week. I would have had like a 5-digit week, right? But
I would not have traded this coming week.
Yeah. Thursday, the market was hammering. Apple was hammering. Amazon was hammering. Thursday night happened. And then Friday, you're looking at a bear hammer going into Monday. Granted, you know, it's all charting and technical analysis, but tech stocks have the chart's completely broken. The momentum is broken. There's more sellers than buyers. So just in my personal opinion, I think Monday there's going to be more downside for tech, hence because it sold off after hours. Tech actually dipped, I think, 1 more percent, 80 to 0.8 to 1% after hours. So now with Trump being fine and seems like he can run a marathon again, who knows? Who knows if Monday we're going to pop?
Two stocks to look for is REGN and GILD.
Yep.
Those are, you're going to see some massive spikes coming into it. I don't know about you, but my play is once that it clears down, I can smell a short coming.
Yeah. Because
you know what I mean,
historically, October going into an election has always been a choppy and red month.
September and October.
Yeah. So,
but you want to hear something that really broke my heart before Friday happened?
Good.
All my positions, the MACD were about to touch going up.
Yeah. Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
All of them.
Amazon.
For the technical analysis geeks, all of my plays, the MACD on the daily charts were about to touch and they were about to go to the moon. Yeah. But no going to the moon. Back to Earth. So be prepared for a volatile month. And we're not saying that we are your guide through this volatility, but I'm saying join us because we'd love to be there with you and we'd love to learn from you. And you know, if you could get some nuggets from us, we would love to impart that kind of knowledge as well.
Also, October 15th, mark your calendars. Brexit deal.
Oh, that's happening.
That is their deadline, October 15th. So I know it's next week, right?
Yeah, I believe so. No, 2 weeks, I think.
2 weeks from now. I'm sorry. 2 weeks from now. It's on a Thursday. So what does that mean? Obviously, if there's no deal, we might see some more red pain. Europe's going to sell off, and that trickles down to the U.S. markets. Who knows? Okay, who knows? But we're just preparing ourselves for these big events. Okay.
Top place for this coming week, my guy.
I am currently holding shares of SQQQ. Basically, I'm shorting NASDAQ tech sector. I'm also holding SQQQ calls. Okay, and meaning I want SQQQ to shoot up. Okay. I also have calls for UVXY, meaning this week we will see more volatility. So if we do see more volatility, then those calls are going to be, you know, worth, I don't know how many percentage. I am long. I think every episode I'm going to disclose this. I am long on PLTR. I'm going to dollar cost average on that one. I like the company. I like how they're secretive. They don't tell you jack shit.
You remember that logo? Remember back home in the Philippines when you were driving around, you see a
hotel? That's where the buck goes. Anyways, I do like the company. I like the backers. I like, you know, the people behind it. Steve Cohen. He just recently purchased, you know, was it the Mets? and Peter Thiel. Also, I'm long Tesla, 100 shares. Going into earnings, I'm juiced about that. My other accounts, I have, dividends that they're boring, whatever.
They're not boring. They pay you monthly.
Dude, I'm at 173 a month in dividends.
There you go.
That's free money. That's
Yeah.
2.5 times Chewy.
Yeah. 2.5 times.
No, 3 times the Chewy subscription, which I canceled, by the way, last month. And I told my mother-in-law, I was like, no, you're not paying. We're canceling all that. And tell your cousins and your grandmas and your auntie.
You guys want to hear something funny about Chewy? So John goes, guys, John texted me and he goes, hey, dude, you know what I need to look at? And I texted him back, you need to look at Chewy. And he goes, you motherfucker, I did look. I didn't want to look.
I didn't add it to my watch list, though. Nope, I'm not going back.
So what I'm looking at, guys, for this coming week is, what he mentioned, the volatility plays, SQQQ, UVXY, and the VIX. Hyliion finally is now trading as HYLN. It's an EV play. They are in the business of retrofitting semi-trucks. Current semi-trucks right now, they're retrofitting for battery. And they just got out of their SPAC deal. So they used to be trading as SHLL. A little bit of a downturn. It just rode the wave of the whole tech sell-off. And I think there's more upside to that. NEO just hit all-time highs.
NEO's crushing it.
Right? NEO is just going nuts. So shout out to my brother-in-law, Ferdy, for putting me on NEO. He did say, look at NEO because it's going to pop off. And it hit $22 a share, dude.
Yeah, NEO is the Tesla of China.
Yeah, exactly. And they have government backing.
Yeah.
So that's a big thing. That's a big thing in Chinese business. If the government backs you, that's it. You won. Why is Alibaba the only market out there? Because they won. They have the government backing. That's it. That's pretty much it. Why is ByteDance such a big deal? Because Chinese government backs them. Talk, you know what I mean? Obviously, Apple, I have a feeling they're going to announce the new iPhone in 2 weeks.
October 13th, right? I think.
Did they say that? Because I was predicting that.
Gosh, don't quote me on that one. I think I saw it somewhere.
Bro, if it happens October 13th, bro, I'm dancing because I predicted it. So Tesla, they have earnings. They did. It was good news. They beat their estimates. And they just won some semi-truck contracts in Canada. However, this is the way I'm playing the Tesla earnings, right? My plan is to buy 2 calls, write it up to the day of earnings, right? The day of earnings, I'm going to reduce it to 1 so that I would take profit. And then the other one, if it dips, who cares? Because I already took profit.
Because you're playing with house money.
I'm playing with house money at that point. But I'm keeping my shares. I still have 40.
Mm-hmm.
I just added to Apple this past Friday. So, and I'm in Palantir. I really do believe in the company. I bought another 100 shares of Palantir just in case it pops and I could, take some money off the table later on. But that is it for the show. One thing that we would want to talk to you guys about is again, we want to thank you guys for letting us into your ears for the past 2 weeks when we weren't bringing out any new content. But if you guys have noticed, if you guys follow us on Instagram, tradingdaddies.com is now live. We are now live. It's our one-stop shop. Shout out to the homie Vince for putting this together, for being our Sherpa, because we don't know our head from our butts when it comes down to this kind of technical stuff.
And clean site.
It's a clean site. If you guys visit tradingdaddies.com, read our bios. We took some time to write those, to introduce ourselves. Our store is already embedded into the site. I mean, what we rock, you know what I mean? It's already on there.
I just got my mug. I got my stickers. My stickers on my laptop. I'm getting a hoodie, and
the hoodies are fire, dude. The hoodies are fire. We just released the, is it Monday yet, shirts and hoodies yesterday. So if you guys are interested, please go on the store. If you guys shoot out a discount code here as an introductory offer, right? If you guys spend $75, you guys get 20% off using the code Teflon John. That is the code.
and you know what's the best part about it is that people are rocking them in public.
People are rocking them in public. Bro, shout out to the homie Ali, bro.
Ali was taking a selfie in and out bathrooms.
Shout out to the homie Ali, bro. Ali's a day one. He's a goon, bro. I like that guy.
And shout out to Goody.
Yeah, shout out to Goody. Aaron.
Yep.
Aaron from Ambition.
Yep.
He look up Ambition Aaron on Instagram. Fire stuff that he's coming out with. Shout out to our day one supporters. We really do care and appreciate you guys. But for the people going into the site, and if you guys want to cop something, make sure that you guys put that discount code of Teflon John, and so that you guys can get 20% off.
For the non-dads out there, okay, again, I'm going to tell you guys all, again and again, you don't need a kid to be called a daddy.
You don't
need a kid. You only have a kid, bro.
Father a dog.
Huh?
You could father a dog. You'd be a dad dog.
You don't need a kid to be called a daddy. But anyway,
you could be a godfather.
We are releasing some gear for the non-dads out there. But
for the golfers, trading caddies.
Hey, you know what? Those boxers are fire, bro.
The one-night snake boxers. We guarantee triple X returns in the bedroom. hop on. You know what I mean?
Y'all need a kid.
You don't need a kid to be a daddy. And we really do appreciate it. This is a culmination of the work that we've been going into. We try to give you guys the best content that we can give you. More to come. We really do appreciate each and every one of you guys for tuning in. We love you guys. Any last words, John?
That's it. I'm done.
All right. Peace out, y'all. You guys have an amazing week. We'll see you guys. We're back on Wednesday?
Yep.
We're back on Wednesday. We'll see you guys then.
Peace.
Peace.